Hola! I'm in Madrid, capital of Spain, and this strange little building is the entrance to an underground station that was closed 50 years ago. This is the site of the former Chamberí station. It was built in 1919 and was one of the 8 stations that formed Madrid's first underground railway. It was closed in 1966 and lay abandoned and forgotten for 40 years. But now it's been restored and reopened as a museum which you can visit for free. I mean, they call it a museum. It's basically a little 1920s time warp. As you can hear in the background, the modern-day Line 1 trains still rumble through here. They don't stop anymore, but it certainly adds to the atmosphere. The museum runs guided tours where you can learn about the history of the station and the old adverts that have been painstakingly recreated on the walls. It was all very interesting, but I can't help feeling I would have enjoyed it more if I spoke Spanish. Now, if you've been to Spain any time in the last 96 years, you'll know that the Spaniards drive on the right, like most of the world. But before 1924, they drove on the left. That means the metro dates back to before the switch, so it was designed to run on the left, which is why it still does today. The system has grown a lot since those original 8 stations. It's now the 7th biggest metro in the world. Not bad for a city that's only around the 50th biggest. Amid all that growth then, why did this station end up getting closed? Well, by the 1960s, the original line had become so popular that the trains and the platforms had to be lengthened to accommodate more passengers. At Chamberí, however, the station was built on a curve, which made expansion much more difficult. And because it was already very close to the 2 stations on either side, the city decided that it simply wasn't worth the trouble. In a way, Chamberí was a victim of its own success. But although you can't travel by train from here anymore, you can travel back in time instead. And I reckon that's not a bad substitute.